When you think about your goals, the best way to achieve them is by being consistent and taking extreme action day over day until you recognize the attainment. For this YouTube channel, my goal is 100,000 subscribers. This is roughly day 50 in a row of making a new video each and every day. If you're looking to get in software sales or if you're already in sales, my mission is to elevate salespeople's belief in themselves. So make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel now. And of course, drop a like on this video below to help you find your dream sales job sooner rather than later. I'm going to tell my story really briefly about how I got into the technology industry, why it's such a great place to work, and then of course, the strategy I would use to go find a job in software sales. Whether you have experience or not, this will absolutely apply to you. This is one of the most common questions I get on LinkedIn and in the comments. Hey Trent, do I need a bachelor's degree to get into sales? Hey Trent, how would you go about finding a great opportunity in software sales, technology, SaaS, B2B, technology, whatever it may be? Also, feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. One of the tips I'm going to give later in the video is you need to have an optimized LinkedIn profile. So if you want an example of what a great LinkedIn profile looks like, go check out mine. We absolutely can join networks as well. I'm happy to answer any questions and really give you anything you need to help, recommendations to my company, whatever it may be. When I was in college at Ohio University, I had average grades. I had no connections in technology. I really didn't know what I wanted, and I never knew technology was even an industry. When we think about the technology industry today in the landscape, there was more funding than any other year in history in 2020. There's more unicorns than ever. There's more fast-growing startups than ever. There's more opportunity than ever. So technology, as long as you can keep yourself together, if you can work in it for a 20-year stretch, you absolutely will eventually become successful. So the key is, how do you get your big break? How do you get your opportunity? When I was in college, I was average, but I was consistent. I knew what I wanted. I wanted to get a sales job in a city outside of Ohio. So I started taking action and the rest took care of itself. I also looked at the low-hanging fruit of, hey, I'm in a sales program in college. Who are the partners of my sales program? Qualtrics, my company, happened to be a partner that one year. It was super lucky. I started interviewing, and one of the tips later in the video is actually interviewing and how do you do that? How do you professionally follow up? I'm going to talk about that. I was able to get a job, and I started as a SDR, sales development rep. Fast forward 3 years later, account executive. So how do you get your dream sales job? The first step is believing you deserve it. Before anything else, you need to believe you deserve it. You should be watching this saying, well, Trent doesn't deserve it any more than I deserve it, than you deserve it. We all deserve it. And that's the reason I started this YouTube channel. I saw this guy, Graham Steffen, you may know him, personal finance YouTuber. He revealed his income solely from ad revenue, not selling anybody anything, solely by people watching his videos, giving away information that's relatable, that's inspiring, that's educational. He's making $1 million a year. And I said, wow, he's no smarter than me. He doesn't deserve it any more than me or you. I deserve it. And that's why I started a YouTube channel. The same should apply for you getting your job in software sales or whatever else you want to do. Believe that you deserve it more than anybody else. And a really important follow-up to this is imposter syndrome. No matter how successful you are, no matter how successful people you look up to or that you aspire to be, they wake up some days and have self-doubt and don't believe that they should be there in the game, in the ring. It's really easy to doubt yourself. All you can do is accept yesterday for what it was and show up today and really bring your best and give it your best shot. So believe you deserve a great job in software sales. Feel it. Visualize, what would it feel like getting that offer? What would it feel like that first day when I'm making cold calls? And actually write it down. When you write down your goals, they're so much more likely to happen. And I think subconsciously they're planted in your mind when you write down your goals. This is a good reminder for me. I'm gonna go write down my goals immediately after this video. So think about whatever your goals are here today and go write them down. Step number 2 to finding your dream software sales job is identifying the right opportunities. So many people message me and say, Trent, what company should I apply for? And I say, well, did you do the work? Did you research what companies are actually out there that are hiring for the role you want? Do the work. And by doing the work, I mean identifying geographically, where do you want to live? Do you want to stay wherever you're at today? Do you want to move to a big city? Do you want to go to the Bay Area? Do you want to go to New York? Do you want to go to Seattle? Do you want to come to Texas and recognize no income tax with me? Dallas, Austin, absolutely popping off. There's so many great job markets and cities in the United States of America. So if you're fortunate enough to be able to think right now, if you're watching this video and you have the opportunity to really go build a career for yourself, you're so lucky. The United States is incredible. This market is world-class. Identify where do you want to live at and then start looking at those particular cities. For example, LinkedIn, they just recently posted an article, the top 10 hiring companies in the top 10 cities. You got the Dallas, the Atlantas, the Austins, the Nashvilles, whatever it may be, the Miamis. They had the top 10 cities and then the top 10 companies hiring. Go find that report. Go Google who are the top 50 most disruptive tech companies. Where are their HQs? Are they located where you want to live at? Go research the top 100 most venture capital backed private companies. Okay, that could be a good starting place as well. Go research what are the cool companies that you actually want to work for. And then when you identify those companies in the areas you want to work for, this takes some work. This takes some work. Some of you may be overwhelmed saying, well, that sounds like so much. That's entitlement. If you're thinking that that's the case, then you're never going to find the job. You got to go do the work. When you're looking at these companies, think about not only do you like what they do? Is it exciting? But also, are you a culture fit? You need to figure out if you're a culture fit. That's what these companies want. They're all hiring. They all want people that can come in and help them grow their business. And they want people that align with their DNA and culture. So look at the values. Look at the culture. Is it transparency? Is it customer obsessed? Is it whatever it may be? You need to align with the culture. And by doing your research, you'll know that. So you've decided you're worthy of the opportunity. You've identified where you want to live at. You've done your due diligence. The third step is also incredibly hard, and I sympathize with many of you out there that have to do this. It's not easy. Applying to the actual job and position. Ideally, you could network your way into a company. If you have a lot of free time and you're not working, you have a lot of time, go into LinkedIn. Who are sales managers at that particular office you want to work at? Reach out to them potentially. They could get you in contact with the perfect recruiter. Recruiters are incentivized to hire people. They want to see you succeed. They're not working against you. It's not a zero-sum game. You absolutely can win, and they want to see you succeed. So when we're applying, number one is the front door, is going to the website, applying for positions, there's openings, and then going through the process. The back door is networking your way on LinkedIn to sales managers or people in positions of power that may have some influence to help get you hired. You got to figure out whatever it takes to get your foot in the door, get your name seen, your resume looked at, and then go apply. The fourth and final step is the actual interview process. We could make an entire video on this. I've done interviews for people. I've been interviewed. And the key here is having a story. Why do you want this job? Why are you a good fit? And then how are you going to help that company be better? Bottom line, that's what these recruiters are looking for. People that can come in, that want it, that can get the job done, that show the potential, and also have the vision of, I want to come in and grow within your program. That's really important. People don't want to hire people that just seem transactional, people that seem like they're just going to come in for a year, check the box, get it on the resume. You need to stand out from the crowd, and it's not by optimizing a one-page resume. Spend more time on thinking about what is your story? What skills do you have that are going to serve that business to be more successful? You need to be able to answer that question. The purpose of salespeople is to accelerate top-line revenue growth. How is your past experience going to help you accomplish that? If you have never worked in sales, and let's say you worked in hospitality, okay, well, based on this experience, I demonstrated great customer service, and in sales, there will be problems that I didn't create that I need to go solve. I'm customer obsessed, and I'm gonna get the job done. You don't need great experience. You don't need a Harvard MBA to get hired at these companies. You just need a story, you need an opportunity, and the best way to get an opportunity is by working hard, by doing your research, by being consistent, by writing down your goals, by working towards it every day, and I promise you that will pay off. It took me months to find a job. It took me months. So I sympathize and recognize that You're in a tough position. You got to keep going. Believe me, you're going to get there. I want to help you. I want to see you succeed. We all want to see you succeed. Make sure to drop a comment down below if you're looking for a job, if I can help you. Maybe somebody else is hiring that's watching this channel. There's a lot of great salespeople in this community. It's really world class. Thanks so much for watching this video. I wish you all the best. If you enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like right now. Of course, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Connect with me on LinkedIn if you want to join networks, and I will see you in the next video.